Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. Well, today it's yet another first on this channel, and that is a Saab. I've never had one of these before, and I am so happy I've got this one because it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, as always, I'm going to do a quick walk around just so you can see the condition of the car. And now I'm going to jump inside and I'm going to show you all the interior features and gizmos and gadgets and everything that this car comes with. And trust me, for a 2008 car, it comes with a lot of tech. This particular car has the registration number YG08EFY. It is a Saab 93 Aero. Aero. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced, but I'm just going to say it Aero. It is a 2-liter petrol engine. It's the 2.0T engine. It's finished in this lovely, lovely shade of silver. It is obviously a saloon. It has 206 brake horsepower, which is phenomenal because you would not expect. This is pretty much a sleeper because you would not expect it to have 206 brake horsepower. So it is rapid. It's quick. It was first registered on the 31st of March 2008. It comes with a valid MOT until the 3rd of August 2025, so pretty much 12 months MOT on it. Has a road tax of £385 per year, which is not bad considering the power of the car, to be honest, and the age as well. It sits in the insurance group 30E, so obviously it's not going to be as low as a Vauxhall Corsa or a Ford Fiesta, but then again, it's not going to cost you as much as a Range Rover or I don't know, anything along those lines. It has a CO2 output of 194 grams per kilometer, and it has a fuel consumption of 25 miles per gallon around town and 44 miles per gallon on a motorway run, which is phenomenal. It's got a combined fuel economy of about 35 miles per gallon. Performance-wise, so you're looking at a top speed of 146 miles per hour, which obviously I would definitely not recommend, but it's there. So yeah, do with that information what you will. And it has a 0 to 60 time of 7.7 seconds. So it is quick. Like I said, it's not something that you would expect from a car of this size, I would say, because it is a massive, massive saloon. It's big. I don't know how big you can see it in the video, but it is big. And the last MOT passed without any advisories, which I'm not surprised at all because it is like a brand new car. It has a full service history and it's only got 2 previous owners from new. The alloys are in really, really good condition. The tires have plenty of tread on them, so again, they are like brand new as well. Usually what I would do is I would point out any imperfections in the bodywork, like scratches, dents. Nothing, absolutely nothing that I can point out on this car, which is it's pretty much a first. Especially, again, bear in mind it's a 2008 car. Right, let's start from the passenger side and then we're going to work our way all the way to the driver's side. So over here, where usually manufacturers decide to put hard plastic, this one has a soft touch material, and then down here it is full leather, and look how soft that is. It's honestly it's a delight to rest your arm on this armrest. It's so squidgy. You do get electric windows front and rear. You've got this little pocket here where you can store different stuff, and then the seats are in absolutely beautiful condition. Again, bear in mind it is a 2008 car and they are so soft. The leather is so soft and it's just it's an absolute delight to sit on them. Honestly, they're so comfortable. Over here you've got a glove box, and I was a bit surprised because I couldn't find a handle to pull on it to see where I can open it. It's got this little button here, which obviously I found out, but you press on that and that just pops open. And it's not just like your normal conventional glove box. It's like a drawer basically. So over here it's got this little mat, which will stop things from rattling around. And then it is absolutely huge. Like in there, you can see it does have air con as well. So it is a cold glove box, which basically means that if you put sandwiches or anything like that in here, it will keep them cool, which is great. Right, let me put this up a little bit. There we go. Right. So, yeah, they are in absolutely beautiful condition. And then moving over to the rear. Right, sorry about that. Somebody just asked me something and I had to stop the video. Right, so moving over to the back. So over here, again, the same soft touch material. It's on the back doors as well, where usually manufacturers just put like really like plastic that you find on here is what you'll find on here as well. But no, this one, they've had to make it a little bit more brittle because it's something that gets pulled on all the time. So obviously they had to make it more solid. But again, even here, look at that. It's so soft. Like even here, you can see how soft it is, and it's so squidgy. Honestly, the quality is unbelievable. Back seats, just as nice as the front ones, if not probably better, because if very few people sat in the front of the car, I think in the rear it was just like a very rare occurrence. You do get a nice armrest on here as well, and you do get that little through cover as well, which you get access to the boot. So for example, if you want to carry larger items, you can squeeze them through here. Sorry, you can squeeze them through here, and then you can still have two people sat on each side. Right, let's put that up. That goes up as well. You do have a little you do have some pockets on the back seats here, and then down there you've got a small little cubby, which was probably intended to be an ashtray. You've got two air vents on the back as well, which is great because then you got air coming to the rear passengers as well. And again, I just want to show you, well, you can see the rear alloy as well. Beautiful condition. And like I said, there's nothing that I can point out on this car. It is perfect. Sorry, I'm just looking for the key. Oh, that was the wrong key. Sorry, technical difficulties. It does come with rear parking sensors as well. In the meantime, here's the key. Very nice design of the Saab keys, and then press on that, and that just pops open the boot. And you've got a ginormous boot as well for the class of the car. I think is, well, it's massive. You get these little pull handles here, so you pull on these, and well, basically tells you what it does. You pull on this, and then the seats, you can push them forward. So actually, pull on that, and then once I go back, I'll push the seat forward as well. If you look down here, you've got a spare tire as well. It is a space saver spare tire, and you got the kit and everything on just under the tire. You can probably see it through those little holes. It's in there, so you got everything that you need to change the tire. This is so light, so you can literally lift it and put it down with one finger without putting any stress, well, without forcing. And the sound that it makes when you close the boot, I'll show you actually when you close the door as well. That's your fuel cap here. So like I said, it is petrol, so make sure you don't fill it with diesel. And here's another one of the rear alloys. Again, absolutely beautiful condition. And then if you listen to the door when I close it, you're going to see the quality that I'm talking about. It's got that really like thick thump when you close it. So it doesn't sound like one of those tinny doors that feel like they've been made out of Heinz beans tin cans. um, that when you close it, it just feels like the whole thing is going to fall apart. No, this one is solid. Um, right. Over here, again, same thing as on the other side. And then the seat, like I said, after I pull that lever, the seat will just fall down, just like that. And then you can carry larger items if you want. And then you can put the seat back up, just like that. I do want to show you on here that the driver does have lumbar support as well, which is great. And yeah, oh, one other thing I forgot to mention is that you do get isofix points on the two outer seats, so on this one and on the one at the other end. So you can fit child seats if you want to. I can't get enough of that sound. It's beautiful quality. I wish new cars would sound like that. Just feels like they've been made out of aluminium foils, and yes, it is aluminium, not aluminum. Count the letters. Anyway, moving over to the front driver's side, you do have controls for all four windows. That's to lock the rear windows as well. That's to lock and unlock the car. And then you've got your electric mirrors adjustment just at the top here next to the mirror, where I think they should be anyway, because it's attached to the mirror. That's where you would initially look for to adjust the mirror. But yeah, let's just pop the bonnet and we can have a look underneath and see how the engine looks like. I'm just going to show you this alloy as well. Absolutely beautiful. And then to pop the bonnet open, come to the front, and then it's got a little clip just here. Lift it up, and then the bonnet goes up just like that. And then you've got your engine in here. It's a Saab turbo. Coolant is all nice and clean. So yeah, car's just been serviced as well, so you don't need to worry about servicing or anything. Even the bonnet, when you close it, it sounds. Push the seat back, lift this, the seat just moves back just like that. And now we're gonna jump inside, and it is a gorgeous cabin. Let me get the key out. We're gonna start this little beast. Do you know what, when I first got into this car, yes, I know I'm gonna sound like an idiot now, so here's the key. When I first jumped in this car, I think it took me at least a minute to figure out how to start it, because I've never been in a Saab before. So yeah, it took me a while, because obviously you are inclined to go there and stick the key in, but it's not. I was like, okay, cool. But it's not like any other car. Maybe, just maybe, because it's from the country of Volvo, it's on this side. No, it's not, because obviously Saab was the main competitor of Volvo. It's not. I was like, right. Is it down here? No. I was just looking at the key and I was like, where the hell is this thing going? Because I was trying to figure out and keep looking. It's like, it doesn't have a start button, definitely, because it's a 2008 car. I don't think it would. I mean, I've had cars with start buttons from 2008, but I wasn't expecting the Saab to have it, and especially not with a key like this that pretty much shows that you have to put it into something. So, and I was quite confused. I just kept looking around the cabin, kept looking, and then I saw that. I was like, right. So the key goes in there. There we go. That's the ignition on. And it starts straight away. And you can barely hear the engine. It's so smooth. But anyway, you do have a multifunction steering wheel, and you've got your phone and voice command here. That's to answer the call, that's to reject the call and to clear it. And then over here you've got your volume up and down and to select different radio stations. On the indicator stalk, you also have cruise control as well, which is great, because like I said, being the Aero, It is the top of the range one, full option, all the bells and whistles. Um, and then you've got your dashboard here, which is a very nice classic dashboard look that you get all the gauges that you want to see everything. So you've got your rev counter there, you've got your speedometer here, and then you've got your water temperature up there, you've got your turbo gauge up there, and you've got a fuel gauge on the right as well. Now, you've already probably noticed this, but it's only covered 48,349 miles. This is like a brand new car. Uh, Obviously, I know it's covered nearly 50,000 miles, but it's a 2008 2.0 turbo petrol engine with only 48,000 miles. That is nothing. It's got full service history. This car has been looked after like religiously, and you can tell. You can tell by the way it drives because it is beautiful. Right. Moving over to the center console, and here's another thing I really like. I don't know how you can tell from the video, but the center console is orientated, is pointed towards the driver. Everything is pointed towards the driver. You feel like you are in a cockpit here. And I mean, Saab, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure I'm not, makes planes. And obviously they make plane cockpits and engines and everything. So it was only right for them to orientate everything towards the driver, as they do probably with planes, and they orientate everything towards the pilot. So over here, you've got your two air vents at the top, which by the looks of it, when you look at them, you'd think like, hold on, how do I adjust these? How do they move up and down and everything? Well, Saab thought of that, and you can probably see it inside that they actually move. It's like they create like a little mesh. I don't even know how to, this is gonna, so you can probably see inside here, right? You can see that mesh moving around, and it's such a cool effect. I mean, this is the only car I've ever seen that so far. I haven't seen it in any other car, and it's so nice. So you can move this thing just like that, and it just, let me see if I zoom in, if it's gonna see. Oh yeah, you can probably see it better now. See how that moves? So these outer grills don't actually move. They don't do anything. They are just inside, and that's where all the air moves through those mesh. So yeah, it's. I'm sorry if I'm too excited about this thing, but I mean, I was expecting things like these from brand new cars, but you don't even see them in brand new cars. So there you go. I have to jump in a 2008 Saab to get that level of quality and attention to detail. Now over here you've got your radio. Now you see it flickering. I'm just looking at the screen now and it's flickering. That is not doing that while you're looking at it. It only does this because of the frame rate of the camera. So let me see if I get, there you go. If I get this closer and it zooms in straight on it, it's not flickering anymore. So yeah, don't worry about that flickering because it's not happening in real life. It's only doing it because of the frame rate. Sorry. Just wanted to, it's got an amazing sound system. It sounds fantastic. Anyway, these are all your radio controls and everything. So you've got your radios, go back and forth and seek different radio stations. That's to turn it off. That's to forward and reverse, so change tracks. This is for your CD. Night panel. So this is to adjust the intensity of the brightness. But night panel, I actually drove this car at night. I drove it back to the garage, and I saw that night panel there, and I was like, oh, that sounds fancy. What does that do? And I pressed it. Now, usually when you drive it, you've got that light up, and you've got all the lights in there and everything. And then as soon as I press night panel, oh, it doesn't do it now. Oh yes, it does. There you go. So it turns everything off. The rev counter goes down to 0. Your water temperature goes down to 0. Your fuel gauge goes down to 0. Your turbo goes down to 0. It all becomes black. All you can see is a very, very faint light showing you the speed that you're doing, and that's it. And it's such a wonderful driving experience because you don't get blinded by all the lights in the cabin, and it's fantastic. Why don't I see this on more cars? Because it just becomes complete darkness in here, and you get such a great visibility out when you're driving at night. Obviously, if you want to bring everything back to life, just press the night panel again, and you can see that everything comes right back to normal. We should have that button in every car. It's brilliant. It's perfect. You've got an aux port here as well, an aux jack, so you can listen to music straight from your phone if you want to. And then that's another cool little thing. That's your cup holder. But it's not your regular cup holder. It has to make this little dance when it's coming out. So you press on it, it comes out, then it starts spinning, and then you get a cup holder like that. How cool is that? That is over engineered. And it just says on there push. You just push it, it goes back to normal, and you just push it back in. How cool is that? That looks like an electronic mechanism. That there just no, it's just a mechanical thing. It just pushes in and it stays in. If that would have been on a different car, I'm not gonna name it, that thing would have been broken the third day the car came out of the factory. So yeah. Anyway, another cool thing, you've got dual zone climate control. So you can have a different temperature for the passenger as you do for the driver. So let's say if the driver is too warm, he can have it set at, let's say, 16 degrees. And then if the passenger is too cold, he can have it set at 20 degrees or 22 degrees or whatever. And I think it's great. The middle one, you adjust turn green, so you adjust the fan speed level just like that. And then this is your front window defrost. That's a way if you want the air to blow from straight in front of you. This is to blow it at your feet. That's your recirculate and your auto as well. So you can set auto, set the temperature to, let's say, 19 degrees, and then the car will keep it at 19 degrees constantly. So if it gets too warm, it'll start blowing cold air. If it gets too cold, it'll start blowing hot air. And yeah, it will just keep it at a certain temperature. Down here, heated seats. Of course you have heated seats. Why wouldn't you have heated seats? It's got everything else that you can think of. Why wouldn't it have heated seats? You've got your air conditioning, you've got your hazard lights, that's your rear window defrost, and that's your driver heated seat. Over here, you've got a little cubby where you can store some stuff, and then over here, you press on that, and then it reveals a 12-volt socket, and I'm guessing what was supposed to be an ashtray. Things like this, yeah, you can remove that. So yeah, obviously you can use it for something else. I don't recommend smoking, but if you do, then yeah, whatever. And yeah, that's your 12-volt socket as well, which kind of has an indication of it being a cigarette lighter. And here it is. Just leave that there. And even this, when you push it in, the whole thing, even the 12-volt socket, moves in as well, and that keeps it there. Right. You got a 6-speed manual gearbox, and it goes through all the gears absolutely flawlessly. There's no issues with it whatsoever. Actually, I might as well just show you. So put my foot on the clutch. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and then reverse. You have to lift this, and that takes it to reverse. Then you have park assistance active because you do have those rear parking sensors. Right, over here, it's already I've showed you this, so that's where your key goes in, and then this little cool thing, it hides. So you've got this little flappy thing. You can lift that up. You've got some storage there, but you can also turn this into a cup holder. You move this down, and then you've got a cup holder there. Or you can just lift that back up, and you've got some storage. It's so well thought of. Let me show you another cool thing. Put my foot on the brake. Your handbrake, oh sorry, that was the clutch. Your handbrake is there. So it goes all the way down to here. You would not be able to distinguish between these two. So the only thing that's different is that over here you've got this little plastic, and over here it's clear. But if you look from the top, you would not be able to tell which one is the handbrake or where the handbrake might be, because you might think that this is just part of the design. But no, that's your handbrake right there. So much attention to detail has gone into this car. I think it's unbelievable. The armrest, as you can see, it is adjustable, so you can push it forwards and backwards to give you better support on your hand. It opens up, and you've got a little bit of storage in there, and you've got another 12-volt socket. So that's perfect for the passengers in the back if they want to keep their phones charged and stuff like that. You can plug a charger in there and run the cable through this little ridge that is specifically created for cables. So you can run the cable through there, so basically it doesn't get caught on the plastic bit here. Don't know if I'll be able to show you. Oh yeah, here it is. You can see it's got that little groove there to run the cable through it. They absolutely thought of everything. And then you've got I think it's like a coin holder or something in there, so you can pop some coins in there and keep them there for when you park. Moving at the top, you've got your interior lights. Obviously they work. I was not expecting anything else. Then you've got these two as well. So even this feels really nice. You've got an auto dimming rear view mirror, so you can see it says auto on it. Hopefully I can get this thing to focus so you can see. Well, you can probably see it. It says auto here. Well, it should do. Anyway, actually, let me see if I can zoom it in. Nope. Nope. No, it doesn't do. It says auto on there, right? You got to trust me. And then at the top here, you've got this little punch hole. Basically, what that does is like a sensor, and it senses when somebody's driving behind you with their high beams on, and the mirror will automatically dim itself so it doesn't dazzle you. Again, fantastic feature. Over here, you've got a vanity mirror with two lights on each side, and then same again on the passenger side, vanity mirror with the two lights. You've got a grab handle on the left here, on the right, sorry. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it. There's not much else I can tell you. It is a absolutely gorgeous car, and it drives like a brand new car. I mean, with that kind of mileage, I wasn't expecting anything different anyway. Let's go and park it, shall we? Yeah. I think I'm going to park it next to my Mariva over there. Right there. Right. Let me back up a little bit. Oh. Oh. Even the best of us stole cars. I wasn't pressing the accelerator. wait, no, wrong. Sorry about that. I'll get it. 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 There we are. I have genuinely no words to explain how beautiful this car drives. I've got my parking sensors just kicked in now. And here we are. We have arrived. Right. I think that's pretty much it. If you want to have a look at this car, don't hesitate to contact me. You can find me on 01684 355 032, or you can email me at vindemautos@gmail.com, or just go on our website at www.vindemautos.co.uk. Thank you very much for your time, guys, and I appreciate you being here for what seems like an eternity. But it is an absolutely gorgeous car, and it deserved a good, long, proper review. Thank you very much. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.